So before you can actually create your Facebook ad campaign, you will want to know your demographics in terms of male, female, different ages, different education levels, different income levels, and do they have kids, do they not have kids, what their interests are, and things like that. Because if you don't really know who you're targeting, then you're not necessarily going to get the best quality conversions. And that's what we're aiming here. We're not necessarily trying to get 10 to 20,000 different likes. I would much rather have 1,000 likes from people who are fanatic about the subject matter versus get 10 or 100,000 different people. So you definitely want to focus on the demographics, okay? So how do we do that? Well, the first thing we need to do is figure out what Facebook ad you're going to promote. Once you have an idea of you want to promote your specific Facebook fan page that you already have, or maybe you don't have a Facebook fan page right now and you want to create a new one. So here's what we do. The first thing I like to do is go to Google, and I like to get an idea of the engagement. The engagement means how people interact with each other in that specific community. Because if you target a specific topic, niche, or type of person, in this case, and the engagement is very, very low, then what's going to happen is your conversions are also going to be likely to be low. The higher the engagement and the more active people are, the more Facebook is likely to reward you. So just keep that in mind. They have a specific algorithm that they use that determines engagement. The more engaging your community and tribe is, the better it will go. So now I'm at Google. What I need to do now is figure out the engagement. You can do this by looking at Facebook groups, other Facebook fan pages, your competitors' Facebook fan pages, and see if there's comments, see if there's likes and things like that. But apart from that, I also want to see the engagement on an overall scale. So if I'm at Google and I type in whatever the niche is plus the word forum, that will give me an idea of different forums that are out there. And as you know, people go to forums to discuss things, ask questions, get answers, and things like that. You can even go to Yahoo Answers and see how popular different questions would be. Let's say, for example, that I want to create a Facebook fan page that targets lowering cholesterol. There are many different ways to lower cholesterol. You can lower it by dieting, by exercise, by different things, different types of foods, different types of exercise, high cardio exercise. Now, what I want to do is say lower cholesterol, and then put the word forum, and see what kind of results we get. So it says, can I realistically lower my LDL without drugs? So maybe we can create a Facebook fan page that shows people how to lower their LDL, which is their bad cholesterol, without drugs, without statins and Lipitor and all these other drugs. And then let's just take a look at the different angles. So we can do natural remedies, perhaps. Maybe the top 10 remedies, create some sort of report. Okay, I'm going to mute that, but that's just an ad here. We're going to take a look at the engagement. So looks like there's 54 comments, which is a good sign. But what I want to know is, during a specific period of time, maybe a month or two, how much engagement was there? So as we can see, it starts in 2008, which is a while ago. That was about 6 years ago. But as we can see, people are responding within the month of February. So we got February, March, or May, June, July, August, and so forth and so forth. So that's a good sign. Let's take a look at other places. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do lower cholesterol naturally. So we can see a lot of diet here. We can also see exercise here. We can see bodybuilding.com, which is a forum. And I would highly advise you to focus on a very specific angle. So if I'm talking about lowering cholesterol, I want to focus on perhaps dieting. So all the different foods that I can think of. And then if you want to target specifically exercise, then focus on exercise. So you see what I'm saying? Be very, very specific. Because to get somebody from one fan page to, say, your autoresponder, they will be in that frame of mind. So as we can see, this is November 1st, 2012. We can see that on that specific day, well over 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of people responded within that one day. So we can see that there is a lot of engagement here. Okay, so enough on that. Once you have figured that, okay, there is enough engagement, time to move on and figure out the demographics. So what I like to use is a free site called quantcast.com. So go to quantcast.com. Within Quantcast, you will be able to search inside your audience. You'll be able to find out their age, their combined age, their male, female, different types of education levels, different types of income levels, and things like that. Because you'll actually use this information once you set up your Facebook ad campaign. So let's go ahead and search for sites. So we can click on search here, and let's type in cholesterol. So cholesterol and health, cholesterol and answers. Let's go ahead and click on this here and take a look. Now, some of them don't necessarily have the data. So if that's the case, we're going to have to look at another site. Okay, so cholesterol.answers.com. As we can see here, we have the understanding of mobile, unique traffic, online traffic. We have an idea of how much traffic this is getting, but from here we can actually see the people that are searching this type of information tends to be more female. So female, 35 to 44, or 35 to about 64. So let's write that down right now. And if you're following along, feel free to pause this video and write this down and figure out your demographics of your audience. So as we can see here, this is female. It's about ages 35 to 64. No kids. And if we take a look over here, we see that they are earning at least about 50 to 150,000. They seem to be college to grad school. So we could, if somebody has that listed, we could easily pick those. It looks like Caucasian. So now we have a good idea of the type of person we are trying to target. Female, 35 to 64, no kids, 50 to 150,000. So this type of lifestyle, it sounds like they are no kids, college to grad, that means they're workaholics. They might be really, really busy. They have really, really busy schedules. Their cholesterol might be going up because they haven't had time to exercise. They're eating out a lot. They might, and this is just, prediction. This is not necessarily fact, but I am trying to understand my audience clearer. If you can get an understanding of the audience clearer, then you will be able to reach them better, especially when you set up your content. You can focus everything towards busy women, no kids, college to grad school, education. You can figure out what the majority of them like, what they dislike. You could sell them things like recipes, 30-minute recipes, something quick and easy that they can set up really fast, because we can get an idea of the situation that they might be in. You might be able to better think if you can think of somebody that might be running into that same situation. Or maybe you yourself, maybe you're a male and you have high cholesterol and you're dealing with the same problems. You're not necessarily a female, but you're in the very similar frame of mind that you need to increase that HDL, you need to lower that LDL, lower your bad cholesterol, and things like that. So now that we have our demographics, we can take a look further. You can look at a breakdown here. So to confirm it, we can see 62% is a female, age group 35 to about 64, but the majority of them seems to be 35 to 54. So I might want to change that. So 54. So now that you have this information in hand, let's talk about the various do's and do nots in terms of rules. And let's use this information to set up a Facebook ad campaign.